Okay, so you know how Twitch recently added a feature where you can knock on someone else's stream to collaborate with them or whatever the heck here? Here. I looked on my channel here out of curiosity, and there's a lot of delay. It only just transitioned over. I have the knock button on my own stream, except it says you cannot call to join in on your own stream, and you click it, and then it says I went wrong, try again. Also, it's the resolution is not great right now, is it? I don't know what the heck is going on with that, but that's probably just this side of things, like receiving the stream afterwards. How much Inception can we get? Just for the love of the sport here. But hello, John Wildcat. How's it going today? And you as well, Delta Thingy. How goes it? Things are going pretty alrighty. I look at the Inception here. I was just looking at the whole knock thing, where you can knock to join in your own stream, except you can't. All right, this is probably enough Inception. Oh, also, never mind. No, it's not enough Inception, because one last thing, I've reset it now, that I wanted to show is just for the YouTube side. Whoa, just for the YouTube side of things. I usually don't show on stream like my going live notifications because it's not that important, but this one I wanted to share because apparently Metaphor ReFantazio is coming out tomorrow. I think people said that it was like the 11th on the Friday of the week, so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna play into that and do this because again, realistically, it looks like a thing that I would probably get a big kick out of playing, but it's too long. I need to not do so many long games. I need to focus on getting through like my current Atlus games anyway, so it's probably less likely to happen than it is, like, not in terms of playing it at release, in terms of playing it at all. I don't know if that'll be happening, but I wanted to make a joke to play into that. Also, I got a new Xbox controller. I ordered a new one since there was like a big sale on Amazon the past couple of days, so I was like, okay, I'll just get a controller. So I just have my other one in my desk here, the one where the inputs just start bugging out and going crazy after a little bit. So I'm using this other one, and we'll see if it works differently. I am getting used to using the PlayStation 5 controller now, to be fair, and I was thinking about continuing to play with that, but I'm just gonna get screwed up by the stupid navigator button, where it's like, oh, your navigator can use her theurgy. Press the button that looks exactly like this one if you want to do it, and then I press that and I waste a turn, because when it says to press this button, it actually means to press this button here, because that makes perfect sense. So I'm more used to playing with a PlayStation than an Xbox controller now, but it is going to screw me up when that comes up with the navigator, so screw it. I'm playing with this for now, even though this feels weird to my hands now, because I'm used to playing with this stupid PlayStation 5 controller now. So, yeah, we'll see here. Female summer garb. Great! We love long games, though! Have a dice sojo with the skill regenerate 3 in your possession and report to Elizabeth. Alright, make that in progress.
Very well.
One interesting new update is I have been working a whole bunch on making the Extra Life page for this year's 24-hour charity stream 11, where I'm going to be going crazy on pinball games, which I can show here if I go to my page. Oh yeah, I should include like a link to this somewhere on the channel here soon, and then I'll probably do that before the next stream. Just make like some sort of a command to it or put it in the stream description, because like I have the page basically done. Catch Acoustic Harmonia right after this ad break. Stick around to support the stream. Ah, yes. What? It just said whatever. Anyway, so I put together the little thing, because at the bottom of the page you can put together like your own little thing. So I put like my graphic there, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna be going crazy on pinball games and doing a little bit of Smash Ultimate. No, you're an Adele. No. Yes, a singular penny for me, or whatever the heck there. And then I was just like, yeah, let's just lay out what's happening here, where it's like, let's play pinball games for like 24 hours. Like, to quantify what I'm doing, let's try to do like all the first party Nintendo pinball games. If I did all the Nintendo published pinball games, like, my goodness, that'd take like a full week. Because it turns out there's a lot. So all the ones that use Nintendo IP or like first party things. The current plan for Smash Ultimate is to be hosting it on the stage from 7 to 8 p.m. We'll see if that changes depending on like the Extra Life schedule. We shall see there, and then just being like, yeah, I'm there if anyone wants to come by and say hi. But in trying to come up with, like, some rewards this time, I was racking my brain earlier this week, and I was like, yeah, as always, anyone that donates will gain the $1 donator role. And I figured because Planet Coaster is coming up, I'm like, hey, what about if anyone who donates can just, like, get staff members named after them just for funsies there? I figured I'd bring back Oven Mitts and Blindfold, And then I don't know what, I didn't get this idea from anywhere. It was just a random thought that popped into my head. Like, what if someone sends me like a link to some product and I just pretend to be sponsored by it and like play into it for a little while, even if it's like the most outlandish, what the heck even is this kind of thing? That might be kind of funny. I thought this might be kind of funny if I'm doing a whole bunch of pinball games anyway. But in terms of doing long games, so this is what's leading into this here. In terms of like overall goals, I figured I usually set like around 500 USD as the goal. Whoa, let's go ahead and pause that. Because the Extra Life streams are always in USD because Extra Life as a whole is like, I guess, American-based kind of group. So this is significantly more than 500 Canadian is the case. I brought back this as a potential thing where it's like, hey, if we hit the goal, then Mario and Luigi Brothership is coming up. I'll just go into cosplay every single time. It's not one of those things I would normally do by default because that is a bit of a hassle. But like, if we hit our goal, then great. And I figure I was trying to come up with stuff for like the halfway point. I was like, screw it. If we get that, then let's do like Mario Kart 8 with the community ed, except I'm always going to choose Waluigi Pinball and tell people that they should choose Waluigi Pinball too, except I technically can't stop them from choosing something else and then keep with like the pinball theme. Just do Mario Kart there. And I was trying to rack my mind for like, what should like the big thing be? Because usually we don't hit it. I usually try to make it be like some crazy thing where it's like, hey, if we pass the goal and people want to go crazy. And I was like, is this a good idea? Even? Is that, because I mean, my schedule, I could probably fit it in. There's lots of other things I'd like to work on. Is this a great idea? Because after all the conversations that have happened during Persona 3 here, I have no doubt in my mind that, oh, there's going to be a whole bunch of people that just vote for Persona 4, like, immediately. So, like, part of me was like, oh, no, what if that happens, and then that happens, and, like, that gets voted on, if that's a thing there. But then I was like, okay, how many times have we actually hit, like, $1,000 USD? Not Canadian, but USD. Because I think there was one 24-hour cherry stream that we hit exactly 1,000 Canadian, which would not be the same here. And I looked, and apparently, we've only hit like 1,000 twice. Like, surpassed 1,000 USD twice. And that's usually when like some hard hitters like Guzma were coming in and doing like super crazy stuff. Which might not be the case this time. I know that he's easing into like a new job. And I know another previous hard hitter, Nashara, hasn't been in on the streams for a little while. I recently delivered to him in Germany there a whole bunch of 3D printed stuff as like appreciation for sending me some stuff a while back. But some people that have historically been generous Mad Lads aren't around to be doing like super duper crazy Mad Lad stuff, I don't think. So it's like, okay, this is probably very much in the realm where it's like, this is less likely to happen than it is, and it really is like some super major milestone was hit because it's double the goal, and then something crazy can be done. So I put this there. It is now written in the tome. It could be subject to change. I donated $1 earlier because I needed to test my layouts to make sure that they were displaying correctly when it showed most recent donator. That's why it says $1 on it. Is the case. But when I was coming up with the rewards, I was like, is this a good idea? But it's not that likely to be hit. So like, yeah. So that's how that came to be. But I'm gonna be honest, the idea is a little bit scary. But yeah, I think it's more likely metaphor. I think that that's what people would be more likely to vote on if that were the case. If you earlier on would have been one of the crazy hard hitters or something or other. Also, at this point, you've saved your channel points to the point where you currently have 18K. Be able to name so many Pokemon when we finally play a Pokemon game. I also wonder if I should come up with like some specific rewards for that 24-hour cherry stream. Because the ones in November, the ones at West Edmonton Mall, aren't here. They're on the ice rink at West Edmonton Mall and like a big public venue in the biggest mall in the country with thousands of people that go through every day and would potentially be watching me when I'm like right close to the outsides of the rink. Most of the people that are playing games there are like in rows around the inside. Here, I can pull it up here. Would donate 1K alone. That's what Guzma did once. Here, let me look up Eventbrite Extra Life Edmonton. And then Extra Life Edmonton events, Eventbrite. Let's see here. This one, yeah. And then I turn on to this. So to look at kind of like a floor map here, and then I click buy all map. I'm not getting one of these seats because I'm like part of the Fragapalooza area. Is the case. And to get like an actual seat like one of these at the event, you have to have fundraised at least $100 for them before, just so they know, like, hey, you are someone that is actively fundraising for them and putting in some work and stuff like that. So this is all like the main content creator fundraiser kind of seats, and then this is like the ice rink. I'll be over here. I'll probably be on the corner, like over here, like I was last year, assuming one of the other frag people doesn't claim it, and last year they were just like, yeah, whatever, you can have it, and I was like, okay, so that'll probably be the case again this year, which means there could be people just out here that are like staring in at what I'm doing, and all sorts of people walking by, going around the mall. So if I had like some sort of channel point redeem thing, I know that at one previous point, I think it was during Elden Ring streams, Guzma requested to have like dab as a point redeem, and I had that for a little while, where it's like people would redeem that I just hit that or something like that. Should I bring something like that back for the next 24-hour cherry stream and then just like die of embarrassment as like all the mall goers going around this way just watch this random idiot on the corner here just dabbing all the time? Or like what do I do? I also just got a text that apparently there's Northern Lights going on right now, and I might want to see that. So I might do a BRB and do that in a hot second. But I am thinking about, like, what kind of points redemptions would be fitting, and also, like, not too outlandish when I'm in a venue full of other content creators and just, like, the public going through. So, yeah. Donate $1,000, basically 9% of your money. You felt like you were forced to have it rather than you earning it yourself. Wait, what? You have donated $1,000, basically 90% of your money, but like you were forced to have it rather than you earning it yourself? I don't understand. You might need to clarify here. I'm just a smidge confuzzled. But yeah, if there's like any point suggestion thingamabobs, let me know. I'm sure Guzma would very much like to have the dab back. So that could be a potential thing. Is the case here. I might potentially, like, it's very faint at this point. I feel like when I stream and take in information, things become like a little bit of a blur and whirlwind at times. I know I just started the stream, but I might also just BRB if there's like Northern Lights going on that I can go see, because I haven't seen those in years. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back in a hot second. Okay, I'm back. Wow. Where are we at in the music? It is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Alright, but pause. No more. That can chill out now. And we go back to the game. Oh yeah, also my 3D printer is running right now. I'm not 3D printing while I'm streaming, but like, this print has been going on all day today. And I wasn't gonna wait for it to finish printing by the time that I started streaming, so I was just like, yeah, let's just let it finish. This is for a friend of my Oma's that asked if I could print her a bunch of pots, so that's what I've been doing. And now I have, like, a bunch of pots over here. Bunch of pots. And some dragons, too, since everyone always likes the dragons. He asked if I could print a couple dragons. So, I have a little pile of printed stuff over here, and this is, like, the last thing of that. Also, when I was ordering, like, a bunch of stuff off of Amazon while there was a sale going on and got this controller, I did also finally order a new camera, and it should be getting here in the next couple days, so I can just have, like, the new fancy camera that'll be 60 FPS rather than 30, like this is, mounted to there, and then take this one and put it there, is what I'll do. And then take both of those along to the Extra Life event, and then have, like, a good venue cam and stuff, too, is the plan. So, that's what's going on with that. That's what's happening here. Anyway, I'm about ready to head on out here.
Oh, hello.
It's funny to see the delay. It's just the full 2-second delay. What's really weird is that at Fragapalooza, when it first started dying, it wasn't that it was delayed at all. It's that the picture was bugging the hell out and constantly being like staticky and stripy, and it basically looked like an emergency broadcast from another planet. I know I'd make that analogy a whole lot, but that's actually what it looked like. And then I brought it home, and then it started working just fine in terms of the picture, but it just had like a solid 2-second delay, and I don't know why. I hear people talking.
By the way.
But I mean, these cameras have served me for a long time. I mean, these cameras were basically like the go-to budget cameras in like the early to mid 2010s, and even probably late 2010s. The Logitech C920 and C922, like being good 1080p cameras that were pretty cheap, like just 50 bucks Canadian. So it's not like I spent an arm and a leg on these by any means. I did spend a little bit more on getting like a fancier camera now that I can afford to do that nowadays. And we'll see how good it is. I hope it'll be good, and it'll probably take a little bit to set up. It's finally time to break out the winter uniforms. They're so heavy, my shoulders hurt. At last I found my lapel pin in my pocket. It'll haunt me forever if I couldn't find it.
You know what?
My shoulder's been hurting lately too. Plus, I'm hearing weird voices, and I've also been getting headaches.
No way.
You're haunted? First bell is rung. If I recall, I believe the camera that I ordered can be 4K 30 FPS, which I don't really care about because, like, that's not what this video quality is ever going to get to here that I'm streaming anyway. Or 1080p 60 FPS. And I was like, okay, I'll take the 1080p 60 FPS. That works out great for me. And then we get, like, a better frame rate camera. I finally get to tell you all about my Sumane date today. Date? I don't know. So excited last night, I couldn't sleep a wink. Let's not waste any more time. We'll start with Date's early life. In 1567 at Yonezawa Castle. Feeling sleepy. Should I close my eyes for a few minutes? So it's just courage or academics, and academics is the only thing that isn't maxed out, so stay awake. And at age 15, he emerged victorious from his very first battle. Thus began his rise to power. Huh? We're out of time? What's your next class? Composition? Miss Toriumi, eh? Well, I'm sure she'll forgive me if I bring her some cake. So let's continue with... Man, this school really sucks. Like, my goodness. It's really bad. It's also interesting seeing, like, the bright icons again of, like, A, B. Like, going back to using an Xbox controller. That's ended for today. Okay, so now I want to go to this layout. Is what I want. But yeah, so, whoops, wrong button there. D-pad. But now I'm used to the D-pad being here. so of course that's why I hit. So, yeah. I also currently have personas set up like this. I did end up looking into Siegfried because everyone told me that, like, Siegfried was amazing in OP. And out of curiosity, I looked up a speedrun of this game from around the point that I'm at. And they were indeed using Siegfried, and he does seem really strong. But Siegfried is a level 54 persona, and I'm like level 51 or something like that. So I could have probably kept on grinding there until I got to that level. Yeah, I'm 51 if I wanted to, but I was like, it's not gonna be that important. So, like, I won't have Siegfried for this next boss, but I'll have it for the bosses after that, because, yeah, it does seem like a really good physical persona. I probably have some new skills now, right? Sure, give me this Neuro Slash thing, whatever the heck it is. See you later. No. Okay. Oh, yeah, I keep on meaning to look into what I can do there, but, like, should I keep using the old camera so we can slowly watch it burn itself out and die? What, this one here? Like, you just get to see the big delay with this one. Like, if I wave my hand in front of it, like this, then, it's gonna show up like, well, you can just see the edge of it, where you can just see, wow, like that, right? Yeah, look, I'm all the way back here now. Like, it's... I don't know why the picture isn't bugging out like it was at Fragapalooza. Like, whether it was just a weird thing about the extension cable that I'm using, or that I was using. I borrowed it from Surinal, and apparently that cable came from Nate. I found out recently. And I just figured, wow, when I was ordering a bunch of stuff, I just ordered, like, my own cable that I'll use for extra life to bring it to the stage, so. I don't know if the video issue was because of, like, a cabling thing, but the camera itself is clearly not doing great anymore, but I mean, it served me well for a really long time. Relationship fortune? What is this, okay, so it is spending the day. Drawing fortunes, imagine someone you are tied to via social link and your relationship will deepen. If your bond has been damaged, it may be repaired. Time will pass as you read your fortune. Depending on your luck, your fortune may have an effect on your wallet, for better or worse. Oh, you want to watch it die? Slowly die here. And then this was, come to think of it, Elizabeth asked me to find a 500 yen bill by visiting the shrine 100 times. I should pray before I go? What? So far, there's no sign of my prayer being answered. Maybe I'll try again later. Check what can be done here. Leaving money as an offering will raise your academics. The amount you choose to donate may yield different results. Those who approach with generosity will be rewarded in kind. Time will pass if you make an offering. Oh. Okay. But yeah, well, happy birthday then, the sandwich. Did you have anything fun going on? Anything cool and special going on? Well, apart from stopping into the best stream on the internet, obviously, Noah. So I can hang out over there. That's what I can do. Who is Kaisuke again? Was that the new person that I unlocked there? Hold on. Let's go here, and then I can get, like, new personas. So I currently have, hold on. Hold on a hot second. Social link. Temperance was transfer student. Yeah, that was Babe. It was Fortune for art club. Yeah, that was you. And then Justice and Fortune are the ones there. Do I have... There's Justice right there. I don't have Fortune right now. So maybe I'll go hang out with What's-Her-Face and we can find out if she was the culprit all along. Maybe. Acoustic Sound, are you able to meet me today? Sure? Sure, let's do that and see where this ends up going. Also, I need to open my stupid tab. A Persona 3 Reload Social Link Guide. Let's see. Nope, not that page. This is the one that I like to use. And then it was Chihiro. Okay, go to the next match here on the page. There we go, Justice. Oh yeah, there was one more thing that I wanted to say about this game that I just now remembered. Out of curiosity, I browsed like the Game Banana page for this game to see what kinds of mods people have made for it, and I did see that one title screen one I showed previously that I'd seen a clip of. And there's not a whole lot of meme mods that people have made for this game, but there are a few that I spotted. And I wanted to say that, honestly, if this game doesn't actually start getting good this stream, I'm gonna say fuck it and install the mod that turns the hero into a door, is what I'm gonna do. Just to, like, spice it up in some way. it's what I'm gonna do. So, like, yeah, we'll see. So the game better get good this stream. It's okay getting some wheels and barrings for your board. I don't actually know what that means. And hopefully some trucks and screws for it as well. Like full-on vehicles? Or, hello, Acoustic-san. Are you free later today? I was hoping we could study together. Well, actually, I wanted to talk to you too. Where were we at again? This was, 7, so we're going 7 to 8. And I'll only gain 1 point this time, which means I'm probably going to need to rank up some other way after this. Let's see. Boring game I want to play as Door. I was debating about just installing it before this stream. Like, it's been a while since I've modded one of my PC games. I think the last time was the Dark Souls 3 playthrough when I changed the title cards of things like You Died to like other things like the Fitnessgram Pacer Test ship post or Thanks Obama or when you pick up your souls, instead of it saying like souls retrieved, it would say, oh, thank fuck, is what it would say. So I think that was the last time that I modded a game, was Dark Souls 3. So it's been a hot second. I'm sure I probably still have like a loader for mods, but it's been years since I've used it, so I wouldn't remember exactly. Thank goodness, I was hoping you'd say yes. Wonder if there's still room in the library. I'll go ahead and find us some seats. Let's just install it in the middle of this stream.
That missing fee money from the other day still hasn't turned up yet. No one said anything to me, but I know what they're all thinking. I can't take this anymore. I don't want to be here. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I'm supposed to be a member of the student council. I'm going to look for some books.
Yeah, there's no way it could have been anyone else. It's gotta be her. It's that first year on the student council, Fushimi. The gloomy girl with the long hair and glasses, the one who's always reading. I hear she stole all the class's money. 2,500 yen per person. Damn, I could buy a brand name purse with that much.
What a waste of money.
Well, I heard she has no father, so there's no way they could have that much money since her mom only works part-time.
See? How could it not be her? And with such an innocent face, too.
Apparently this doesn't matter. I guess I'm saying nothing. It'll make the game go by faster.
Hey, look. That guy's kind of hot.
Whoa.
He's totally checking us out.
Pump the brakes.
Excuse me, this is the library. Please show some respect.
Yeah, you need to use bigger language. Show your academics. I'm not hot, I'm sexy. I'll have you know. This is a place of education. Let's not be using slang jargon in here.
I couldn't find any books.
Hero looks like she's about to cry. He must have heard everything.
Let's go. You heard all that, right? There have been rumors going around my class. The only time I feel safe now is when I'm with you. I don't really have anyone else I can count on.
I know you're innocent. Apparently, that's only a +1, which is not going to be enough
Thank
to
you.
get us to
You're
rank
the
up the
only one
immediate
who's
next
on my
time.
side. I don't know what I'd do on my own
Oh, that
right
isn't
now.
at least a +2. Never mind, a +3.
I'm sure I sound like I'm helpless, but
Never know.
I'm okay, just so you know. I don't think it's right for me to always be counting on you. I have to solve this on my own.
I feel like I understand Chihiro a little better now. Alright, and then I click back onto the stream manager, and then I fix where OBS is on my sources, like that. And then I click back onto the game, and then move my cursor so the mouse cursor goes away. Or I'm doing input on my controller, I mean. I'm moving my cursor.
I have to go now, Senpai. Excuse me.
Parted ways with Chihiro, then went back to the dorm. Alrighty. But yeah, I don't understand what the word thingy is supposed to mean. Seems like some kind of sort of stupid meme. You might need to be more specific. I'm not actually sure what you're referring to here. But if is something that people are saying a whole lot on the interwebs like AH, it's just everyone referencing their favorite content creator, Acoustic Harmonia. I'll have you know. Meant to say bearings and trucks are the things that the wheels and bearings are supposed to connect to. Think of them like axles that connect your wheels to your car. So getting some of those. Is there a vehicle that needs to be worked on for that kind of thing? Wow, I need to get a new either a new transmission or a rebuilt transmission for my vehicle. Or one of my vehicles right now. So I can tend to the plants. Randomly say I don't fucking know. I mean, I'll say to show that I'm screaming or something in text. Eat the ones you harvested. Still want to do this. I ain't gonna force you. Don't get any more skills, but they might improve the quality of the produce. And Koromaru. I mean, I haven't done that yet. So, I mean, let's see here really quickly with my other options. I was about to say something and then I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I remember now. So, before that, oh, there is a thing here. Before, I think it was the tank boss, I looked into it on the stream right before doing it, just so I'd know if there's anything that I need to be aware of, like that one boss that did a whole bunch of charm and stuff. So I was thinking about looking into the coming boss, just to see like, oh, is there any weaknesses I should be aware of and make my team accordingly? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't. I did not, so like, whatever. It's gonna be whatever it is. Do I go max out with Mutatsu? Is it about time? I was like, ass, what I was saying was boring ass game. Want to play as a door? Oh, what Wildcat was saying was in reference to the boring game sentence just before. For whatever reason, I did not connect those dots. Yeah, I've been waiting for you. You got a minute? Hello, Rivers Eagle. How's it going today? Seems like Mutatsu wants to talk. Feel like I might go closer to Mutatsu soon. Sure, let's finally do it. You never change, do ya? Have a seat.
Maybe this is what they call divine guidance. The detective called me this morning and said he found my wife and son. He said they're running a small restaurant. Sounds like it's pretty popular among the locals. My son's married. His wife is pregnant. Sure makes me feel old. I ain't coming back till I earn their forgiveness. So, I'll be out of town for a while. I decided the next time I saw your face would be the day I leave. So I'll be going tonight. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. If my son wants to sock me in the face, well, that's fine too. I've been thinking about proposing to my wife again. Even though I'm not so good with words. I'm gonna say, I want to recite the sutras with you by my side for the rest of my life. Well, how's that sound?
It's missing something.
You don't know nothing. She's gonna burst into tears when she hears that. No copying it, all right? Might not mean much coming from a monk who couldn't relinquish thoughts of the family he lost. But I was finally able to face the fact that I was drinking to hide my true feelings. It was an enlightenment of sorts. It's all your fault, kid. After lecturing you all those nights, you started reminding me of my son. Maybe Buddha sent you to help me. I gotta admit, I believe in fate. If I'd not met you,
I sent me to help you.
I don't think I'd ever see my family again. I owe you, kid.
Because there would be gameplay benefits. Utatsu thanked me from the bottom of his heart. I feel like we really understand each other now. Wow. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm thou art I. Thou are now the master of the Tower Arcana. Find the true tower within yourself.
The innermost power of the Tower Arcana have been set free.
Wow. And then the long pause.
Now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the tower within thyself.
That's a pretty roundabout way of saying that it's... that it makes it very much sound like it's a very roundabout way of saying that the main character is getting a boner. The ultimate form of the tower within thyself? Okay. I see how it is. Alright, rank 10 Unusual Monk. The tower social link reaches maximum level. You can now fuse Chiyu, the warrior king.
Here, take this. Think of it as a goodbye gift.
Reserve tag. What?
When you mix Contro with white rum and lemon juice and shake it, you get a cocktail
Also the
called XYZ.
weird grid pattern
Movies
on his
and
chest
manga
there that I never noticed
usually
before while he was sitting down. I thought that he was just wearing like the world's smallest bulletproof vest for a second. Not like that's what they look like having a grid, but that's just the first thing that popped into my head.
So good going down. I'll be praying that your future will be XYZ.
Well, I already played Pokemon X, and I'll be playing Pokemon Z next year. Or ZA. I held the reserve tag tightly and returned to the dorm.